I am 47 years old. I live in Edwardsville, Illinois. I'm married. I have 3 kids. My son Garrett is 20 and he's a sophomore in college. My daughter Jade is 18 and she's a freshman in college. And my daughter China is 16 and she is a junior in high school. What I do is I train. I train for everything. That is when I'm not working. And I do have a job, a full-time job as a quality engineer at the Boeing company in St. Louis. When I'm not working though, I do triathlons, I do trail races, I do road races, bike racing, mountain bike racing. Adventure racing is probably the biggest thing I do right now. I guess if you haven't been to an adventure race or seen an adventure race, what it is you get a map and you get some coordinates and you plot those coordinates on the map, and then you go out and find those checkpoints. And you do it by different vehicles of transportation. One might be a mountain bike, one may be a canoe, one may be trekking or running. Sometimes you're traversing across a rock face. You could be traversing across a canyon or a lake, or you could be rappelling down a mountain or rock face, or you could be climbing. I've done a little bit of everything. Oh, and even sometimes you riverboard. I had to do that in the national championships in 2010 in the Colorado River when it was freezing cold outside. It was really, really fun. I even got sucked into a hole and blew back out, which was really kind of cool and scary at the same time. So adventure racing is probably the thing that I love most right now, but my biggest thing in the past has been triathlons. I did my first Ironman in late August of 2010. It was the Louisville Ironman. It happened to be 97 with a heat index of 107 that day, so it was very, very hot. I came into the race with what I thought was plantar fasciitis, was doing everything to make my foot quit hurting, but about 70 miles into the bike ride, I couldn't hardly even pedal because my foot hurt so bad. I did make it through the bike ride in about 7 hours and hopped off and ran the marathon. I finished, not with the greatest time in the world, but I made the cutoff, and that's what I was looking for my first one. And then about a week after, I took my daughter to the orthopedist because she's having knee surgery. I asked him about my foot. He took a look at it and it was broken. He said, the reason your foot hurt is it was broken. He said, it's finally starting to heal just a little, but it's probably been broke for a really long time. And I kind of felt like something was wrong. I just had no idea it was broken. The other thing that happened to me recently was I did what they call the Warrior Dash, and that's a short race where you run through obstacles. So you may be jumping across platforms, you may be going through mud, you may be going over tall walls, things like that, which is really funny because I'm scared of heights, terrified of heights. So that was very interesting for me to climb up those walls. And what was even more funny than that is I did it with my daughter and took the video camera and videoed us going through these different obstacles. And she would just go up to the top and look down and say, Mom, you're gonna not really like this at all. But we made it through. We got through the last mud pit. She was at the end waiting for me. I jumped on the last mud hill to slide down, and apparently a rock had surfaced, and I hit my tailbone on it, broke my tailbone off, and dislocated it, the piece that broke off, to places where it shouldn't be. And actually, you can't really appreciate that unless you see the x-ray. Then I went ahead and did a 20-hour adventure race because it was the last one of our season, and I did not want to leave my partner Chuck out in the cold, so I said, sure, I can do 20 hours with a broken tailbone. So we did it, and we ended up in 4th place. When I'm not training and I'm not working, I'm doing things with my kids, and my youngest daughter's a cheerleader, so I spend a lot of time going to cheerleading events and competitions with her, which right now they're in 1st place, their first 2 competitions. I hope you consider me for this.
Robin, tell me how much you like canoeing in the snow.
I love canoeing in the snow. There is nothing better.
All right. We're heading back to dry land. We just picked up number 12. There's a bunch of teams in this valley that haven't found it yet. Nah, they're lost down there. So now we're climbing this ridge. I can't show you in the dark how steep this is. And overgrown. It's like going through tunnels of vegetation.
Here we are. It's their second part of the float. We're now going to checkpoint 24. As you can see, I'm not helping too much. Chuck's doing all the paddling here.
I'm used to it. Don't worry about me.
He's a good sport. So let me just show you what it looks like when Chuck's doing all the paddling. I'm gonna watch him. I haven't done this in forever and I'm kind of scared.
Oh, it's not bad. There isn't any like free rappel on here.
Okay, so it's all just walking down.
There's like stair steps that you're gonna.
Oh, good, good.
We're looking for checkpoint 45 in a creek junction.